people are supposed to get, and you have a neighboring state of Karnataka which takes 50% of the toll which Maharashtra takes, and after that gives you the best quality of roads and also gives you all the services that a citizen should be getting. These are all the very prominent questions that the government has to address, and that is why I believe that the government is in tandem with the operators.
You know, the government in tandem with the operators is going to be the charge which is going to keep coming. Mr. Maheshkar is denying it, but Mr. Jitendra Awad, there is always speculation. There is reports that Ajit Pawar is the man who controls, for example, the manner in which the entire projects are given out. He is the person who has been supporting various toll operators. These are charges which are made, all unsubstantiated, but they are made repeatedly. Jitendra Awad, can you cross your heart on this program and say that the politicians of Maharashtra have nothing to do with the way the toll tax system is done? Whether it is Nitin Gadkari in the past who's been accused of this, whether it is today Ajit Pawar, can you say that they are completely independent of influencing the way who gets the toll tax contracts? Honest answer.
Here I cross my hands. On behalf of Ajit Pawar, though I am not allowed to, I can tell the national media that this is one person who never indulges in all these practices.
Ajit Pawar has never influenced contracts. Whether it is in irrigation, whether it is PWD contracts, whether it is road contracts, you are telling us that Ajit Pawar has never influenced them?
Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai,
yes.
Mr. Rajdeep Sardesai, we are talking about toll nakas and toll operators.
Yes.
Let's stick to that point. The question you asked me was about influencing the government on tolls and toll operators.
Yes.
And here I crossed my hand and said, though I am not permitted on behalf of Ajit Pawar, and can vouch and say that he has never influenced the process of tendering. Because it's e-tender, it's e-processing, it's everywhere it is transparency, the bidding is quite open.
You're saying the bidding is open.
Just by talking, and you only said that allegations are not substantiated. When a thing is not substantiated,
the allegations remain
on national media and talking about a person who is not involved at all.
Okay, let me, you're defending Ajit Pawar, but I'm going to give you, Mr. Maheshkar, in a sense, the final word on this, because you've got activists like Mr. Vishwambar Chaudhary now questioning you, you've got the MNS, even the NCP is saying there should be some revision in the way the toll tax system is done. Do you believe there should be a revision? Do you accept that maybe the time has come to relook at some of these rules? Why should I pay? I come back to it. Toll tax every 30 kilometers if the rule was to be 80 kilometers. Why should I not get better facilities on the roads? Do you believe that, Mr. Maheshkar, even contractors like yourself will have to now be more transparent in your functioning and you will have to respond to public concerns?
Rajdeep, as regards we as IRB is concerned, I think we have set the standards of being transparent. As in the beginning I was trying to say, as far as the transparency during the operation is concerned,
yes,
there is a format which was given to us by the government of Maharashtra for all the information that is now being discussed on this particular program to be displayed at the toll plaza, and all this information for last more than 1 year is being displayed at each of our projects in a very transparent manner and is open for anyone to go view and understand for himself. Now, without understanding all the facts, if one wants to make brazen statements, I can't help that. As regards the dynamic policy is concerned, there is always a scope for improvement. The distance between the plazas can certainly be increased. That is very much possible as a policy.
You accept that the distance between the plazas have to be increased. You accept that it cannot be 30 kilometers.
Rajdeep, you can improve everything.
There is nothing to accept.
There is a scope of improvement in everything, Rajdeep.
Accept about it.
Okay. Okay.
There is nothing to accept or reject. It is a bidding structure. You can always have the viability worked out with 50 kilometer or 60 kilometer distance.
Okay.
The premium payment or the viability gap to that extent will stand revised. Now, there is one more very important point which I want to make in this program.
Yes.
This particular toll issue today is being made out to be an issue of the common man. And it is being largely debated as one of the most hot subjects across the state and across the country perhaps.
Yes.
It is very important to understand certain statistics, and if you permit, I want to give that.
Quickly, 30 seconds.
The population of India, the population of India today is 122 crore. The total number of cars, jeeps and taxis registered in India is around 2.19 crores. If I come to Maharashtra, the population of Maharashtra today is 11 crore people, and there are only 29 lakh car, jeep and taxis registered in India, which in Maharashtra, which is only 2.7%. So what kind of debate is this in terms of the common man getting hurt?
No, I am a common man. No, Virender, I take your point. The common man involves even the person who travels by car. In this country,
so
who travels by car on a highway.
Absolutely.
So he also wants better facilities.
So
he doesn't want to pay toll tax
yes.
every 30 kilometers. So I'm sure you cannot deny the public the right to raise their concerns.
I'm not denying. I'm saying that this increasing distance is a policy issue which the government can always look at.
Yes.
The tariff that the person is charged on the road
yes.
is actually around 50% of the saving on vehicle operating cost.
Okay.
If you are using a 4-lane road vis-a-vis a 2-lane road, whatever you are saving, 50% of that is being parted as a toll. So
okay.
it's not actually money flowing out of the common man's pocket. It's part of the saving that he is contributing for nation building. And I don't see anything wrong in it at all.
Okay, so you see paying a toll tax as part of nation building. Shalini, you want to respond to that at the end? A final word from you? Paying toll tax is part of nation building, says Virender Maheshkar.
A very, very important point.
Yes.
Mr. Maheshkar talks about displaying information on the toll booths. He talks about a very rosy picture again of infrastructure development. Who audits these statements? CAG is not recognized by them. There's no taxation on the legitimate business that they conduct. There's no IT, there's no service tax. I mean, on what basis are we supposed to understand or believe all the information that is coming on?
Okay.
I totally believe that this is not a legitimate, it's an illegitimate business going on in our state of Maharashtra.
Tomorrow morning, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra meets Raj Thackeray. Hopefully, they will work out a solution that is acceptable to all, including Mr. Maheshkar, including activists, including the MNS, and including the government of Maharashtra. Clearly, though, this has been an issue that has agitated people of Maharashtra and indeed anyone who travels across the highways of this country. Yes, we have better roads now, but do we need to pay toll tax every 30 kilometers is a question that will be raised. And do we need to change those rules? Perhaps. Thanks very much to all my panelists for joining us. Let's take a break at this point. When we return, we'll turn to someone who always makes the news. Narendra Modi now has a new campaign. Reaches out to tea sellers and their customers at locations across India via video conferencing. Is this a clever political marketing tool by the BJP's PM candidate? That's when we return.